shut my door so no one hears me. Okay. Hey guys, Chris once again. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm starting a new series, and that is my true crime series. And I'll tell you who I'm talking about here in a minute, but first, I've seen people talk about true crime stuff all the time. I watch tons of videos of that. There's like, I watch people like doing makeup and all that, and talking about true crime for like an hour and a half, and this is probably one of the more disturbing ones I've heard about. But before I start, trigger warning. I'm gonna be talking about some pretty disturbing things. I mean, guys, this isn't a fake horror movie. It's not a fake fictional movie. This was real. It happened in real life. And it's heartbreaking because it involves real deaths, obviously, and yeah. So address the elephant in the room. This wasn't a request. I just thought I'd talk about it. But if any of you guys want to send me any more requests to talk about any type of true crime or anything, please let me know in the comments below. Because I love to start talking about this stuff, because I mean, I love horror movies, I love scary stuff, so I might as well talk about true crime as well. So, because some of it is pretty interesting. It's disturbing and sad, but I find it very interesting. So if any of any suggestions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk about it. If there's somebody I don't know about, I'll just look up videos of them and watch it. Then the next day, I'll do a video on that. But today we're going to be talking about Danielle Marsh, who is a teenager. He has a black shirt. I've seen pictures of him. He has a black shirt. He has long blonde hair. And he grew up with his mom and his dad. And he basically grew up being bullied and all that, but when he got into high school, he actually made friends. He even made a girlfriend. And the one thing that was really weird about him is that he talked about fantasizing of killing people. He could not get that out of his head, no matter if he tried. Every time he walked past someone on the streets, he was thinking about how he wanted to cut their head off or stab them. And he would think about that every day of his life. Plus, he would invite his friends over to his house or their house, and he would look up gore videos. Not fake death scenes from a movie, real gore. And he would laugh at it. And he'd show his friends, he'd show his girlfriend, and they would have sex. He would have sex with his girlfriend, and he would choke her while he's doing it. And apparently she consented to that. I mean, it's weird, but I'm not here to kink shame anybody. But his mom actually, his dad, he didn't like his dad. His dad moved away, and then his mom started dating his teacher, which is a woman. He fucking hated it. He wanted to kill his teacher so fucking bad. He wanted to cut her throat, rip her fucking head off. He wanted to murder her. Thankfully, he didn't. He never did. But he wanted to kill her so fucking bad. Which is fucked up, because that's your teacher, man. It is weird that your mom will be dating your teacher. That would feel very weird. But the fact that he did what he did, I mean, it changes everything in perspective. What happens next? Oh, when he was a little boy, I think he was like 12 or 10, his dad had a heart attack. So him and his dad went to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, his dad stopped breathing, he stopped moving. So the car would go berserk, but it didn't hit anything, and it hit anybody. But Daniel stopped the car, and he pounded on his chest, and he saved his life. Yeah. And he was on the news. He was like, I think he was deemed best child of the year or something, some kind of award he got, which was crazy. Like, I mean, that's amazing. But since this is a dark subject, the happiness didn't last long at all. He still fantasizes about killing people. This next thing I'm going to talk about, major trigger warning, this is animal abuse. I hate this shit too, but I have to say it as part of the case. But he would take a cat, I'm not sure, he would take some kind of metal thing, and he would strangle it until its neck broke. And the neighbor would see this who owned the cat, and they freaked out, obviously. So you know how they say whenever they kill animals, they move on to people? This is the prime example of this case right here. Another thing about Daniel is one of his hobbies would he would breathe fire. You know those America's Got Talent stuff where they breathe fire. He would do it, which is a cool hobby. It's very dangerous and very scary, and I would never do it. But it's a cool hobby for someone to have, I guess. But one night, his life would change forever. One night he decided, I say fuck it. I'm going to kill these old couple. I think they were next door to him or lived a bit closer to him. But he's going to go kill these people. These old couple. I forget, Claudia and Chip, that's their names. And he geared up. He wore black clothes, I think a black ski mask. He would tape the bottom of his motherfucking shoes so the police won't find footprints. And he would get out of the house. He would grab a big sharp knife. I need a drink here because I'm talking so much. But he would, he went to their house and he stood over their bed with a knife. Claudia freaked the fuck out. And then he stabbed her with a knife. I think 50 motherfucking times. What the fuck, man? God damn, dude. Then he killed Chip. Excuse me, my voice changed. Then he killed Chip by, I guess, stabbing him at the same time. I think he's... Then, this is very sick, so I'm warning you. This is hard for me to talk about. He cut them open, took out their innards, their intestines, and fat from their liver, and he put a phone in Claudia's body. They put a cup in the guy's body. To fuck with the cops. That, oh my god. I can't even imagine being a cop or a paramedic and going to see that shit. So, after that, people found the bodies. Obviously, their family were devastated, but nobody expected the kid did it. I mean, they were because he had tape on his fucking shoes for crying out loud. But he basically lived his life. He was actually happy. He was fucking happy. I mean, he would brag to his friends about, oh, look at me, I killed these people because now it makes me feel amazing, man. But I think like 6 or 7 months so after, the police found out that it was Daniel. And this is where the story kind of starts to wrap up. He was taken into where was he taken to? The court. And he obviously got arrested. But before that, there was this really creepy and chilling interview I saw with him and a therapist or some kind of. I'm not big on cop stuff, so I don't know who this guy was, but he was literally asking him questions. Why'd you do it? Because it felt good. What? And he asked, if you think about killing someone, how would you kill me? And he said, there's many ways. I could string you with your tie until your neck snaps. I could break that mirror over there and kill you with it, a piece of glass, and cut your arteries. There's many ways. This video is going to be age restricted, I can tell. But he was sentenced to life in prison. No surprise there. But, it's, a couple of days later, this where it starts to end. I mean, I give major respect to the families in this case, man. I feel bad for you. If you're watching this, I can't imagine what you're going through. I'm so sorry. This was a more sad one for me because they were old people. I mean, I hate seeing old people in pain or dying or any of that shit because I witnessed my grandma slowly deteriorating from life whenever we were there seeing her on her deathbed. It's just, it fucks with your head. I mean, it messes with your emotions, you know. But then I cannot believe, I'm not joking about this. This fucking murderer got a TED Talk. He literally stood in front of the audience and saying, what did he say? Embrace it. Enjoy life. You matter. Like, what the fuck is this? I bet Randy Sayre or Mr. Anime got a fucking what come they didn't get a fucking... Randy Sayre's dead. Oh my god, that pisses me off. He got a TED Talk. Oh my god. I watched him like... Did you realize this kid, this fucking jerkface murdered people? He ripped them open like a fucking pumpkin. He carved their stomachs like a goddamn pumpkin, man. Took out their guts like a pumpkin. This isn't a good person. He belongs in jail. He belongs in prison. He deserves a rotten hell. For fuck's sake. But yeah. That is the end. That is the case of Daniel Marsh, people. Not very many people know about him. I mean, there's this YouTuber I watch named Danielle Christie. She does tons of amazing true crime. She explains it all. She does a real good job. She does her makeup. Well, it's just relaxing, you know, to see it when you're about to fall asleep. But she talked about this case for like an hour, and it was very interesting. She went into great detail on the case and explained everything she could about it. I recommend you go check her out. Her channel is great. I really enjoy her videos, but Let me know what you think about this case, man. What do you think? To me, it's one of the most messed up things I've ever heard in my fucking life. Read in my life, either. Um, but, yeah. So let me know if you know about this case. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you think this murder deserved a TED Talk, because that blew my mind. That was so stupid. Plus, it got deleted from the fucking platform. I'm like, leave it. Don't put it back on there. A kid's gonna see that shit and not know this guy's a fucking killer, man. Damn. Bro, some decency, YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Let me know cases you want me to explain in the comments below next. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.